welcome back to the show, Talking Through Your Kick. Don't forget the email address is ttyk@tvn.com.au. You can send us a tweet at TVNTTYK, and of course our website partner, puntersparadise.com.
How many weeks into the show when you're still pausing there to remember that?
And of course you got your Luxbet tipping contest, $1,000 a week on the website, and plenty of great specials there as well if you join up.
There is.
Now, boys, it'd be remiss of us not to mention what happened on the weekend with Damien Oliver, obviously losing the rides on Green Moon, and
also My Quest for Peace.
My Quest for Peace, after allegations were revealed in the Fairfax Press about placing a bet, allegedly, some time ago. Should the papers be the place that this thing gets out? Because obviously been a leak somewhere.
Well, that can't really be answered because there has been a leak, which is unfortunate, but the journo's doing his best, as he's entitled to do. Now, let's remember, you know, this is not a massive crime, allegedly, that's been committed here. The process has to be followed. All I will say, on the journalistic side, having worked for the papers for a long time myself, when D-Day arrives on this, if it arrives, you better make sure you can make it stick.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's going to be a world of pain.
Damien released a statement, been a jockey for 24 years. My record and reputation show me to be honest, committed and trustworthy. Everyone, myself included, should have the right to a due process being followed. Yeah. With that in mind, I request that my rights to this area be respected.
Well, everything he's saying is right, but until proven otherwise. It's simple
but he
as
didn't say, I didn't do it. That's the scary part for me. If I was accused of something and I didn't do it, I'd be pretty much on the front foot.
Yeah, I think from the journalistic point of view, I'm not buying into this leak or no leak or anything like that. If a journalist finds a story and he's got the evidence to back it up, then you can write it. I've got nothing, no qualms.
And it's very difficult because obviously you guys are with a rival publication, but at the same time, it's out there and we all know about it. Were they right in taking the rides off him? And they've not said it's the reason, but as Terry Henderson said, you read into it what you like.
I don't think there's a right or a wrong thing. I think it comes down to personal choice. I've spoken with Damien Oliver's manager, and there's still trainers and owners who want to put him on their horses. I think it just comes down to personal choice and different circumstances. If you don't want to have him on your horse, you don't want to have him on your horse. People are still going to support him. He's still a great jockey.
I think he's a fantastic jockey, and but unfortunately, in a lot of these situations, a lot of mud gets thrown, and it's very rare that a little bit doesn't stick. So hopefully this will get cleared up sooner rather than later, and we can talk about good things. One of the funniest things I've seen for a long time happened during the Arc de Triomphe. This is some Japanese fans. Nick, that punter out the front. This is the last 100 metres. Go, you good thing. What was the winner? What was the Japanese horse's name?
O'Ferry. It was the short block favourite in...
Yes, we're home, we're home.
The early crow.
They didn't see the 40 to 1 chance steaming down the outside. Now they've picked it up.
Oh, what's this down the outside? Oh, no.
God, what about the guy in the goggles?
He's been shocked. They're passionate, though.
He looks like Bertie the Beetle.
I reckon the Greens produced the tears here, too. The green T-shirt. Watch him go down now. Oh, there we go.
He's got the pop rock colours on.
But the bloke in the colours of pop rock,
been shot.
But they were the same
same connections.
Yeah.
He's just... Oh, the guy at the back.
But haven't you felt like that before, though? How many times have you been at the races or anywhere where you're watching?
I don't think I've gone the crowd at the 200.
And then you just...
Not in the Arc.
Stella Lante at Moonee Valley 2 starts ago was like that. She was home, I was cheering, and what's this pest down the outside?
That was great. I went the big crow on Redelva at 13 to 8 on, 6 in front, 1 by half length. Flemington.
Still won,
but
sat up.
I lost a stone in nervous sweat.
Unlike a lot of publications, unlike a lot of tweeters, unlike a lot of shows, we tweet when we lose. All 4 tips from last week's show unplaced. Easy to pump your tyres, but how many people tweet when they lose? Now, yours was more joyous. Unlucky 4th. Yours was...
I can't remember who I tipped last week.
It was a Wednesday thing called It Girl, which I renamed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I renamed Shh Girl.
Yeah, go on.
And yours was...
You can't remember.
Yeah, no, last at Mornington. Peter Moody, Scottish Queen.
Had no luck.
Scottish Queen. Our director's Scottish. He said, I know what it was. It was Scottish Queen.
Yeah, no, it was very disappointing.
And, of course, I don't tip something for the Battlers.
I'll have to change tack on Battler.
No, I did, actually. It was something... What was mine?
St Mark. I saw Rick go around yesterday, didn't it?
Colorado Clare.
St Mark, your horse, your superstar.
Sacked it.
Got beat again.
Got beat again, did I? Saw it in yesterday, Cranbourne.
Slaughtered.
No good?
Well, it wasn't my fault. It lost. Take us through the big wins and, more importantly, the big losses. This is why Luxbet's the place to go, because they've got plenty now.
Took a little bit of...
The only winner is at Kembla.
Yes, Shavachi, a strong winner, 20,000, great result. 100,000 Pierre. I think this is all from $1.30 into about $1.22 bottom fixed price, but
we put a minimum of 20 on because there was a heap of them at 10.
The place was bad.
30
the multi was Ocean Park, More Joyous, Piero.
That's not a good read when you only get 1/3 of the big multi up 30,000 times. But yeah, look, I hate to admit it, but the bottom line took a little bit of an upsurge.
Is that what you're going to say, Neil? That Epaulet the place was a shocking result for the joint?
Yeah, that was it, mate. Yeah. Oh, but can I quickly just say...
punters got on the Alco Pop Ocean Park Quinella. $9 that Quinella.
Oh, mate, they came for that late, the Quinella.
The Smarties.
Yes, can you just say what?
Oh, no, I'm just saying that in all the flurry at Luxbet after the Caulfield Guineas, there was we think there was a gremlin in the system. Some place punters, nearly 100 of them got paid $1.60.
On Piero.
Yeah, there was a little anomaly.
I read that as a tweet and I've written back and gone, no, that's not happening.
So, well, I don't know what happened. There was a flurry of action. So what we did is we sent out a nice little letter and said, well, it's been resulted that way. Have your $1.60. So nearly 100 punters, boys, were absolutely having an early Christmas. There you go. There's a good result out of Piero.
Wasn't one of those 100 punters?
Well, I wasn't. I know that. Anyway.
Who backs Piero each way?
Geniuses, because they got $1.60.
Yeah.
Something for the battlers. Let's kick it off because we're getting into the serious stuff. Neil, you're not going too far away. You're going straight to the 1,000 guineas.
Well, yes, crack record stuff. But Dear Demi, this might be it. Big price.
I just love the corporate image that you're now bringing. I think that's a standard image.
It's a jag. It's the same as Dear Demi, an $18 jag.
Giraffe.
I'm looking to Caulfield, a little horse called Sir Taurus. It's won 2 from 2 this preparation, and I think it's got a fair bit of ability.
Okay, and young Nicholas.
I'm going to go with a horse called Isabella Snowflakes. Had one career start for an impressive win. Mick Price trained Craig Newitt rides. Will hopefully win the first race, 1,000 Guineas Day. And don't forget about the Mighty's a Billionaire in Saturday's Caulfield Cup.
Okay, and I'm going to Saturday. A little favourite of mine, High Bell. Always runs a good race. Always there or thereabouts. There's a fillies and mares race, or a mares race for her in the next week or so, without a shadow of a doubt. That'll do it. We'll see you next week. We're down at Caulfield, so you can catch us from our Melbourne studios, and don't forget to check out our website puntersparadise.com.au, and thanks to Luxbet, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, big one coming up, Caulfield Cup Day, and Luxbet the place to go, mate.
Okay, and you boys have a great week. You're both down in Melbourne, so we'll hear plenty of the late mail from Melbourne as well. And we'll catch you next week for more Talkin Thru Your Kick.